Welcome back on the program. Good morning, Abuja. And it's time to meet our first guest on the program this morning. And guess what? We are looking at the future of work. We have in our studio Jesse Okpe Usman. You're welcome on the program, sir.
Thank you so much. Good morning. It's
Good
a pleasure
morning.
to be here.
Yes. Jesse is someone you would describe as a very knowledgeable person when it comes to public policy analysis. Like he is so integrated in analyzing policies of government and policies that are there in the public that are aimed at bettering lives of Nigerians and of course humanity at large. And so it's a pleasure to go on this journey talking about the future of the workforce of this country. You're welcome once more on the
Thank you
program.
so much. Thank you so much.
Now, when we talk about work, what constitutes work? What is work? Because some things I find things that are like for leisure are actually work for some people.
Of course.
Yeah, so.
Well, work is a fundamental principle. Is the background of social contract, where a person enlists the services of a person, and in the same case, it may be the same person to carry out some set of activities, a pre-agreed set of activities that are supposed to culminate into an objective. The objective may be monies or money's worth, essentially value. So work basically is the employment of energies into creating something. It's the bedrock of creativity, and that's where our creative industries derive their first building block. So basically, our society, the earliest of human society, was built around people coming together to achieve common objectives. So work.
Okay. Well, now when we talk about work, Nigeria, there are different categories of work.
Okay.
And somehow it looks like we are so many, and there's so much to be done, but there are no jobs. Or where the jobs are, it's like the jobs is not the job is not being properly done, or work is not done properly. What is your take on this?
Well, I think from empirical data available to those in the public analysis sphere, there's a disjunction, there's a disconnect between the creators of work and those who are available to render their services, those who are available to carry on the work. Okay. There's a disconnection. And this disconnection has existed for many decades, so to speak. There's a disconnection between what employers want and what employees are or have to present for work. So looking at our population, which is supposed to be an advantage, the question then becomes, the people who are available for work, the people who are ready to work, do they have what employers of labor really need in the workplace? Okay. So that becomes the bane, that becomes the situation encircling the unemployment rates and the crisis we have in our labor institutions in the labor sector, so to speak. So to navigate that issue, we need to look at ways where go through a multi-stakeholder approach.
Presently, AI is the discussion that is everywhere. Everybody's talking about AI. AI is going to make life easier, they say, okay. But at the same time, even the people who are at the forefront of creating and designing this AI telling us, hey guys, we need to slow it down. It's not just about the good stuff. There are some things we need to watch out for. So, but one of the first and clearest challenges that AI is going to pose to the workforce is that it's going to probably take a lot of people's jobs. At least that is the perception we're getting now.
Okay.
We've seen through the years changes. one of the things everybody was trying to do was to learn how to type using typewriter.
Okay.
Like schools existed, colleges ran courses on typing. Go, crap, crap. And then all of a sudden, it's like that skill is no more useful.
It's getting obsolete.
Yes, it's obsolete. Okay, computer, then touch screen and the rest came. And before you type 3 letters on your phone now, it gives you a suggestion of the word you're trying to, like it reads your mind. It tells you what you're trying to say. And then there is AI.
Yes.
And now there are some AI tools on your phone that you don't even need to type. You just, okay, this is what I'm trying to say, or this is what I am saying, and it gives you a perspective or a context, or even creates that document for you.
Yes.
Would our job, our workforce, the future, is it safe with AI?
Yes, that's the question on everybody's lips. Yes, we will be safe. Okay, and I tell you, this is not even the first time we are at this juncture. In fact, in society and economics, these critical junctures are, are places where the destiny of an economy, society is decided for the next 100 years, so to speak. Now, when the fear you are expressing now, the Luddites in Europe had that in the 18th century when automation started, okay, in the 18th century industrial revolution, where engines were taking the place of horses and taking the places of manual labor. But when that came, people lost jobs, but people now had more time to invest in other creative industries. The enrollment in schools, the education sector saw a rise. Okay, now when tractors came to within the same window of the Industrial Revolution, they didn't need young people to work at farms anymore. So they lost those jobs. But then again, there was a spillover effect in the educational sector. People went to school and studied more. And then we had computers. And computers, some persons lost jobs, but we found new jobs were created with the supercomputers to what we have today, even in our communication and other information technology applications. So it tells us that even when we lose jobs in certain areas, other jobs are created. Okay. Now in America, where we have self-driving trucks, truck drivers are losing their jobs. Okay, but it still behooves on government to set up, like we keep saying, re-engineering the social contract to enable people cope with these disruptive technologies. Now, when technologies come, they first disrupt the order of life, and then they come with their own yields. Now, with ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, you can it helps students, teachers. There's a discussion as to how it's improved certain areas and their fears on certain areas. Now, even when people lose their jobs, they have, because of a re-engineered social resettlement plan or system, people are able, governments are able to, help people to resettle into or other means of employment, so to speak.
Okay, so that is Jesse's take. Artificial intelligence is a good thing, and there's nothing to fear. Our jobs are secure, and the future of our workforce is as bright as ever. And that is how we'll be calling a wrap on this segment of the program. That is the interview with Jesse. And just so you know, Jesse Usman Upe is an operations manager with so many years experience. He's also a procurement and supply chain management person. He's into digital identification technologies, card payment solutions, and business analysis. And interestingly, he holds an MBA from the National Open University of Nigeria. Of course, he is an alumnus of the Young Africa Leadership Initiative, YALI. For many of you who know YALI, you know it takes brains to go there. And so it's been a pleasure having you on the program this morning.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on Africa's largest television network.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that's where we'll be calling the wrap on this interview. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, there's still a lot more on the program for you. Stay with us.